Hey guys. I'm literally editing this at almost midnight because I passed out during the day, so please bear with me. I want to start off by letting everyone know I currently have a Draw This in Your Own Style challenge happening on Instagram, and the 27th of October is the last day before I give some people shoutouts and stuff. I next want to thank both Teeth Inc and Maddie Likes Food for the art they drew me for Wrong Number. I literally adore it. My Instagram and theirs will be linked down below if you'd like to go and support them. Anyways, with that being said, on to Wrong Number Part 11. Daichi, I'm worried. Daichi looks up from where he's typing at his desk, eyes tired and bruised from lack of sleep as he takes off his reading glasses and looks to where Sugar is standing in the entrance of his office. He's wearing one of Daichi's overly large hoodies and boxers, fuzzy white socks warming his feet. Has he not texted you yet? No, and it's almost 10:30. Well, maybe they hit it off. Sugar narrows his eyes, placing his hands on his hips. You think Oikawa and him are having sex? Daichi shrugs. Well, I mean, Oikawa is pretty pent up and stressed all the time, so. Sugar huffs, padding over to his boyfriend and climbing into his lap, his overly long limbs making it slightly uncomfortable but Daichi welcoming it nonetheless. Oikawa is not having sex right now. I know him. Besides, I don't think Iwaizumi would say yes to it. True. This is his first date, after all. Ugh, I just want him to text me. Daichi uses one hand to squeeze at Suga's hip. It isn't that big of a deal, honeybun. I'm sure they're both safe and just enjoying each other's company. It's been over 4 hours. Have you ever been to a 4-hour dinner? Well, remember our last anniversary? Sugar turns bright red, biting down on his bottom lip. That's us. That's different. How? This is their first date, die. I swear to God I know I was joking to him about getting boned, but if Iwaizumi laid one single finger on him. Daichi squeezes his boyfriend's hip one more time. Sugar, you're overthinking it. Sugar pouts, looking down at his phone and refreshing his messages with Oikawa one last time. Him and his ex reminded you of your situation in high school. I know. Sugar swallows, chest suddenly tight. I'm over say, Daichi. I know you are, but seeing Oikawa go through pretty much the same thing you went through, it's tough. It must bring up those memories every once in a while. Sugar shakes his head. I hated that feeling, you know. I trusted him with my life, and to find out he didn't even want me and just wanted to toy with me, it hurt. Daichi runs one hand through Suga's hair, tugging him forward and kissing him gently on the forehead. You were 15. He was 17, almost 18. It wasn't your fault. I know, but it still hurt. Daichi smiles softly. Well, it brought us together, right? Sugar blinks, wiping away at his eyes. Right. Daichi places one palm on Suga's thigh and squeezes it lightly. Want me to run you a bath? Maybe it'll help turn off your brain for the night. I have a paper I need to finish, anyways. Sugar shakes his head. No, do you mind if I just sit here for a while? I'll be silent so you can work. Daichi leans forward, pressing one more kiss to Suga's forehead. Of course, my love. Sugar rests his forehead on Daichi's shoulder, breathing softly as the volleyball player places his glasses back on and only uses one hand to type as the other holds Sugar. Eventually, as the minutes pass, Sugar falls sound asleep. Sugar sighs, fidgeting with his hands as he waits outside of the gymnasium. Looking down at the watch at his wrist, he pouts. It was already 4:15, and Sei hadn't met him in their usual spot. Hey, Sugar. Sugar turns, smiling brightly when he sees Daichi and Asahi walking his way, the two of them dressed in their volleyball uniforms. Daichi. Asahi. Are you not coming to practice? Sugar flushes, laughing and slapping a hand to the back of his neck. I am, I'm just, you know Sei, right? The third year? Yeah. He's my boyfriend, and we sort of meet up before volleyball everyday to talk. Daichi raises one eyebrow, noting the intense blush on Suga's face. Just talk, right? Of course. I'm only 15, you know. But I turn 16 soon, so who cares? Asahi and Daichi share a look, Sugar whining. Whatever, you guys. I'm just worried, if I go into practice and miss him, it'll suck. Why not look for him? Dude, don't egg him on. We have practice in 20 minutes. 20 minutes is plenty of time to go looking for him. Asahi crosses his arms, shaking his head. Sugar, I think you shouldn't stress it out too much. He probably just has stuff to do, or there was an emergency at home. Besides, my mom always tells me how she's an independent woman who doesn't need a man and how nobody should ever rely on their significant other. Sugar scoffs. It ain't that deep, Asahi. Asahi rolls his eyes. Whatever. I'm going to practice. You know, Sugar, if you want, maybe I could help you find him? Suga's eyes go bright with glee as Asahi turns to look at Daichi with a disapproving look on his face. You'll miss pre-practice stretching. Really? Would you? Sugar runs forward into Daichi's personal space, gripping onto his hands and squeezing them as his eyes squeeze shut and he grins happily. The other male blushes. Yeah. Okay, well while you two are slacking, as the future ace, I'm going to practice. And don't worry, since I'm the bestest friend ever, I'll make up some lie that Sugar was feeling ill and you're just helping him out. Sugar jumps up and down happily. Yay, thank you guys, you're the bestest ever. Whatever. I'll be asking for a favor in return. Asahi walks off, leaving an overly red Daichi and a beaming Sugar alone together. Thank you so much, Daichi. You don't know how much this means to me. Sugar leans forward, pressing a kiss to his friend's cheek and giggling when he goes red. Sorry, I do this all the time to people. It's okay. Do you have any idea where he would be? Suga's face falls into an expression of thought, placing one hand on his hips while a hand reaches up to tap at his bottom lip. I don't know. Well, is there any spot the two of you go to all the time? Well, normally we meet up here, but... Sugar flushes. He told me he hangs out in the teacher's bathroom sometimes too. Daichi raises one eyebrow. To do things. He won't tell me what, but, I don't know. Oh, well, we can check there maybe. Yeah. Daichi watches for a moment as Sugar turns on his heels, starting to walk in the direction of the teacher's bathroom, humming under his breath. So, how did you even meet this guy, Sugar? Well, he saw me on the field one day when I had to bring the football coach something, and he just approached me. He told me I was super pretty. Nobody's ever said that to me before. Suga's cheeks heat up as he remembers the memory. You know, it's probably stupid to date someone 2 years or so older than me, but, he's different, you know? He always meets up with me, and compliments me, and... Sugar trails off, his bright laughter ringing through the air. It's whatever, I'm sure you don't want to hear it. I don't mind. Oh, well, I don't know. He said he may stay behind for me instead of going to university. Daichi crinkles his nose. Isn't that kind of dumb? Not when it's for love. Wouldn't you do the same? Sugar turns to Daichi, his honey brown eyes dazzling with a huge smile on his face. Daichi swallows. You maybe. If I liked them enough. Well, say likes me enough. More than like, he loves. Daichi sighs when Sugar stops looking at him, a slight skip to his step as they open the door to the teacher's corridor. How long have you been seeing this guy? 3 months. 3 months is hardly enough time to decide you'd like to skip out on university for a person, but then again, Suga. He was beautiful and kind, but Daichi couldn't help but know his year would be ruined the minute Sei changed his mind. Instead of speaking out on these thoughts, he clears his throat. Cool. Sugar continues to talk about Sei, gushing about his soft, curly black hair, sharp jawline, wondering why someone so much older and more attractive would be interested in him. By the time they got to the teacher's bathroom, Daichi was all but holding in his breath. So, he might be in here? Yeah. Could you go in first maybe? Daichi shrugs. Don't see why not. Sugar steps back and Daichi's hand curls around the handlebar on the door in front of them, opening it and stepping into the bathroom. Sei. Daichi's face heats up when he hears the whisper, freezing in his stance. Oh god. Sugar, I think we should leave. Sugar tilts his head behind him. Daichi, is he in there? No, I don't think we shall. Sugar pushes past him, and travels deeper into the bathroom. Daichi can't stop the wince that lashes out at him when Sugar freezes. Sugar. Sei? Daichi can hear some shuffling, before a female voice asks. Sei, is this your little brother or something? No, he's nothing, don't worry about it. Nothing. Daichi looks at Sugar, who's still standing frozen. From the angle they're currently in, Daichi can't see his face. Say, Sugar, I think it's best if you just leave us alone. But I'm gonna cut to the chase here, sweetheart. I don't know if you've heard of a dare before, but there's this little game the guys and I on the football team play where we dare each other to pick up a freshman, and see how quick one of us can take their card. If you're picking up what I'm putting down. Obviously I lost, but it's whatever. Maybe next time try not to be a prude. There's a shrill laugh that cuts through the air, high and feminine. Say, you're so mean. Sorry, Yuki. I couldn't help it. I mean, can you see the stupid look on his face? He probably really liked you. He's a moron. Too in love with the idea of romance. Now can you scram, kid? I got adult shit I have to do. Sugar blinks, a stray tear falling down his cheek. But what? You said that I was gonna stay for you, bleed for you, die for you? God, you're a really fucking idiot. Now go, before I make you. Daichi steps forward, refusing to look at either Sei or the girl he's with, curling one arm around Suga's arm and tugging him backwards. Sugar. Oh, look, see? You already got yourself a rebound. Maybe try not to be such a prude, and he'll stick around. Sugar allows Daichi to tug him from the room, eyes big and pleading and full of tears as his lip trembles. The minute Daichi has him down the hall, he pushes Sugar to the wall, both of his hands on his shoulders. Sugar. He said. I know. Daichi. I know. Daichi, I know. Sugar lets out a sob, tears rushing down his cheeks. Why would he do that to me? I really thought. Daichi lets go of Sugar, watching as his silver-haired friend slides down to the floor, pulling his knees in close and hugging them tightly. He cries like that, Daichi kneeling down beside him and just placing a hand on Suga's head for comfort, and listens to his friend cry. It feels as if 5 hours pass when Sugar is finally quieting, his face buried in his knees. Daichi, Sugar. Daichi places one hand on Suga's wet cheek, turning his face and looking at him in the eyes, the wing spiker's own blood boiling with rage at seeing his friend so upset. He's a fucking idiot for doing that to you, and he's never going to get anywhere in life with that mindset. Sugar, you're the nicest and most warmest person I know. You're going to be okay. I promise. Sugar sniffs, eyes watering once more. Daichi. You don't have to worry about anything right now, just know you're loved, okay? Sugar gnaws down on his bottom lip. Okay. Baby. Sugar blinks his eyes open, eyelashes damp with tears. Daichi. Sugar shakes the sleep from his mind, trying to gain a grasp of his surroundings. He blinks once more, eyes focusing on Daichi's which are looking directly at him. He's still in Daichi's lap, and his boyfriend is cradling one of his cheeks. You're crying, Sugar. Oh, sorry. Sugar sniffs as Daichi swipes a thumb at one of his tears. Were you? Yeah. Daichi swallows. You know, if I ever catch that guy on the street one day, I'd either kill him, or thank him. Sugar smiles softly, pressing his cheek even further into Daichi's touch. Thank him? I mean, it helped bring us together. You think we wouldn't have gotten together if he hadn't done that to me? No, I know we would have, it just would have been a whole lot slower. Daichi matches Suga's smile, causing his heart to warm and swell with happiness. I love you, Sugar. I always have and I always will. Sugar sniffs, another tear rolling down his eye. I love you even more, Daichi. Daichi leans forward, pressing a soft kiss to Suga's lips before pulling away. Now, time to go to bed. It's midnight. Sugar whines as Daichi stands up from his chair, holding Sugar bridal style. I need to check if Oikoa texted me. Don't worry, Sugar. He's safe. But. Not buts. You can see him in the morning after you get a well-deserved rest. Sugar huffs, allowing himself to be carried to their bedroom, Daichi gently setting him onto his side of the bed. You took my phone, didn't you? It's charging somewhere you'll never find it. It's under your desk. Anyways, sleep time. Sugar whines, Daichi getting over on his side and laughing as the silver-haired male immediately latches onto his side, curling his arms around Daichi's torso. Bye-bye. Sleep. Sugar pouts. Fine. But I want you to tell me a story, first. A story? Yeah. How about the story of the time I met a silver-haired boy by the name of Sugar and fell in love? Sugar blushes, smiling. That works. Alright, so the first time I saw him, we were 12 years old. As Daichi speaks, words filled with passion and praise, Suga's mind lulls itself into a sleep, his dreams filled with soft-spoken words and gentle kisses. Hey guys. It's me again. Are you guys interested in buying some Haikyuu merch? If you click the link in my description you'll be able to find plenty from Karasuno High to Nakoma, and even Fukurodani. You'll also be able to get awesome discounts from 17 to 71% off. So, what are you waiting for? Go click the link in my description and get yourself some awesome merch today.